Um, okay, Jake. Beginning of July. Next week actually is Evolution, and that's the main event, right? Or is it the week after?
Mhm.
Saturday night main event.
Oh, I think it's this. I think it's both. I
Yeah.
think one's
Sunday
on
is Evolution, and
Saturday, and I
so
think
Saturday.
yeah, I think Evolution's on Sunday. I'm pretty sure because you couldn't just have the women; you need the men too.
So we get to watch Goldberg right off in the sunset with the belt.
That's not happening. But let me just look here for a quick second. Tell me why you think Goldberg's gonna win.
So he's gonna come out. Gunther's gonna have such a big ego.
You know,
He's gonna be upset with Goldberg. He's never fought anyone as big as Goldberg.
yeah,
Goldberg's gonna give him one spear. There's gonna be two hits.
one.
Goldberg hitting Gunther with the spear, and that ref hitting number three when Goldberg pins Gunther after said spear.
If that
There
happens,
could be several more hits. The ambulance hitting 60 on the way to the hospital for Gunther. Um,
say some.
Atlanta hitting 100 decibels of cheers after Goldberg wins.
If that happens, I will be in my room crying myself to sleep.
So you don't think it's gonna happen?
I hope to God it doesn't.
So, so what? Gunther's gonna win, or
Yeah,
just he doesn't hit the spear on Gunther?
yeah,
He's got to hit the spear at
he's
least one,
he'll
right?
miss.
He won't miss.
He'll miss.
He already said he was next. Everyone that was
Right.
next, he's like beaten. He's like 120 and 0.
And that's not no, he was like 20 years ago, but he's suffered some losses since.
He won the White Boy Challenge.
He did. He did.
That
Rodney Mack was
that
was
was it
awarded.
Teddy Long
That
initiated.
Teddy Long and Rodney Mack, the White Boy Challenge was no more after Bill stepped in.
I just love how he like got up on the ropes and just was like a white boy.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Why do you do that? Why would you ever do that ever? In what context is that good? Like, I don't.
Um,
That's terrible. Um, no, I hope to God he don't win. He doesn't need to win. There's no reason. He's not even going to defend it. So it's like, what are we even doing here?
he's not. So that's gonna be Jey Uso versus Gunther
No,
for the new one.
no,
And then when Jey Uso
gay.
when Jey Uso makes it's Gunther and Jay, so it's like
Yeah, I
combined. It's
know.
like
I know. Junter.
um when you're making him tap out again, so everyone can chant Gunter tapped out again.
He's not. No, it's not happening.
That's what you need.
No, you don't need that.
You tapped out. You tapped out.
No,
You
no,
tapped out. You tapped
no,
out. So what about the other ones? You got L.A. Knight, yeah,
no.
against Seth Rollins. I wish that was for something because that would be awesome, but maybe this is what LA Knight needs in order
It's
to
for
get that
pride.
belt. Yeah, but maybe
Pride.
this is like the start of like Seth Rollins getting the belt and then LA Knight getting it from Seth Rollins.
That's no.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, your hopes are high. I No, look, this Seth Rollins group, I've said it before, I've said it in the past. I don't like it. I still don't like it. You know who should be in it? This guy right here. Austin Theory should be in this group, not Bronson Reed. I don't like that it's Bronson
Grayson
Reed.
Waller, he's with the New Day
No,
now.
not Grayson Waller. Not Grayson Waller.
Austin Theory is like all alone now.
So he needs a home. What better place than this Seth Rollins group that's got a dog and a Godzilla in it?
I like this whole thing that they got going on now. It's like LA Knight, CM Punk, and like
Seth.
Sami Zayn against.
Everyone just don't like, yeah, the Seth Rollins has like 8 feuds at once right now. He don't like nobody.
What you like to see.
I agree. I think we need more of that. But at the same time, I don't know. LA Knight needs a win here, but I don't know if he's going to get it. Seth Rollins is on a big roll right now.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those matches where it's like, unless like you have like CM Punk or someone else
Yeah.
It's you kind of figure Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are going to come out and like beat up
Yeah,
LA Knight. And it's just a
they'll
matter of like,
screw him somehow.
do they have assistance for LA Knight, or is it going to be like nobody comes out and like whatever?
I think someone's gonna come out. I think I don't know. I think LA Knight's gonna get screwed. Kind of how he usually loses. Not a lot of clean losses for LA
That's
Knight.
and that's what I hate. He's more of just like a he's like, oh, like he's this hard guy to beat, but like every time he loses, it's not even like he loses, it's like something happens to where somebody gets involved and like messes
Well,
him up. And
so
I hate to see that because it's like I want to see this guy as a champion. There's so many people that want to see this guy as a champion, but like the later and longer it takes, the less likely it's going to happen.
so here's the thing, right? And this is not a shot at you or LA Knight. This
It's
is
going to sound
totally
like it's
no.
about me.
It is going to sound like it is, but I promise you, this is an objective point of view.
Hmm.
He's he's dumb. How does he keep falling for all these things? Like it's literally been happening to him for the past like year, and he still keeps falling for these shenanigans. Like he's never he's always surprised when something bad happens. Like he's never he's got to start preparing himself a little better. That's all I'm trying to say. He always falls for the same stuff. He's a real dummy. Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir. Are any of the other matches?
Yeah, one just got added Friday. It was Randy Orton going against the returning Drew McIntyre.
I hate that.
Why?
I don't like really either one of them right now.
Huh?
They're both kind of washed.
Drew McIntyre.
Like Randy Orton's like 50.
Yeah, but he's in the best shape of his career. He's
How
legitimately
how can you say a 50-year-old's the best shape of his career? The best shape he's been in since his back accident, maybe.
he's like 300 pounds of
It's funny.
muscle.
He's like put on a lot of muscle,
Yeah.
but like his face used to be more sculpted. But you can definitely tell he's like gained like weight because you can see it in his face.
Oh yeah.
Um, but like everywhere else, it's like he's pure muscle.
Yes.
And like AJ Styles is the same thing. Like he's just gotten a lot more muscle. Um,
Shout out my boy.
it's I'm not I'm personally I'm not caring about the other matches.
I mean, look, I'm not excited about this feud. I'm not like I like both of them, but like I think this has been played out a lot between these two. And I think it was kind of just like a spur of the moment thing where like Drew McIntyre he returned on Friday because he's been out for a little bit.
Mm,
He came out and he was just like just started dogging Randy because I don't know how much you know, but like him and Randy and Cody just fought at Night of Champions for King of the Ring.
mm.
Randy had Cody pretty much dead to rights with a punt, but he hesitated and he didn't do it, and that's what ultimately cost him the win.
Oh yes, I saw that. Yeah.
So Drew was like, man, prime Randy Orton would have hesitated. You're out of time, stuff like that. Like you're out of your prime, blah blah blah. And then Randy Orton RKO'd him. So that's kind of why we're having this match. So it's not really a super big build, but like I don't know. I think these two are really good. I think Drew McIntyre is low key maybe one of the greatest athletes WWE's ever had. Just because like when you think about a guy who looks like him, 275 pounds, doing the kip ups, doing the stuff he's doing, like he's legitimately a premier athlete. And he's always great. His mic work has been sensational. He's been one of the best heels, I think, this past year. Um, so with that being said, yeah, I'm not really too excited about it. I'll be honest with you. I agree, but I don't know. I guess Drew McIntyre should probably win, right?
But do any of the other matches like excite you at all?
I don't even know what they are. I think that's it.
No, there's like a women's one.
No, why would that be?
Um,
Why would that be on Evolution?
there's I remember seeing that there was like a or it was an NXT one. I want to say maybe.
That's on Evolution.
Oh, it is that one?
Yeah, that's JC Jane against Jordan Grace, I believe.
Oh, I thought that was a
No, that'll be on
okay.
Evolution.
Um.
I think that's it for main event.
Oh, actually, you're right because I was looking at the evolution list and
Should we go over that one?
um. Not to sound artful,
You don't follow the women?
I get like it's a women like only thing
Oh,
and
you're not gonna watch it.
I'm probably not gonna watch.
Well, look, the first Evolution I think was good to see how it would go. You needed to do it to see how they would react. But I don't know who's really clamoring for Evolution 2.
I am wondering, again it's been a little overplayed lately, but Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. That one I'm kind of interested
Yeah,
in. I hopefully Io Sky does win it. I don't want to
yes,
see Rhea get the
yes,
belt.
I agree.
Um, but yeah, I mean, other than that one, the rest of them aren't that.
Trish Tiff should be fun.
Tiffy time needs to be over and had to have been over for the last like
No,
several months now.
stop. Stop.
She almost got cashed in on, but
Look,
then Nia Jax messed it up.
look, my aunt is gonna go out there and she's gonna be great, but she won't. I don't think she's gonna have enough to conquer Tiffy time.
Tiffy time, it's Tiffy
Tiffy time.
time. Tiffy time needs to be over. My watch is
Is
broken.
there no? Is there a women's tag match happening? Because if there is, it's a joke, and they
Yeah, it's
just made the
the
tag
the
team last week.
the Raw versus
Oh
SmackDown
yeah,
versus NXT
oh yeah,
versus.
that's
I
right.
might be interested to see how that one turns out.
I just don't. I
Um,
don't care.
Unfortunately, like I don't want to be like hateful, but
You should.
like when they did, what was that like? It was like 5v5.
When for what?
It was like Team Live versus Team.
Oh, at War Games, like
Yes,
the cage with the two
yes,
rings.
yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So putting that many women in the ring at once, kind of showed like lack of depth, I want to say maybe. Because like
yeah,
it didn't go nearly as well as the men's did. There were like a lot of misses, a
yeah.
lot of whiffs. Um, it was still a solid match, but like Nia Jax in particular
Mm.
kind of messed up a lot. And like I get she's a big woman, but like most of these women could honestly not even like hurt her if they tried.
Yeah,
But like her acting like she has to be like stunned or hurt or whatever, like, and then trying not to hurt the other one.
it's tough for her. She
And
did,
I can
but
understand why it's tough,
yeah.
but like, in all honesty, like, are they gonna have 8 women that aren't big names that are gonna make this match look good?
No, they got a big name in there.
Who?
Charlotte.
Oh, she is in the
I think it's
tag team.
Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. They just formed up like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Because that's all the women's tag division is.
but they did say that that was a thing though.
Yeah, I think they're in.
No,
I think they like won a
they won
qualifying
the
match or something.
qualifying
Yeah.
match. I mean, I get like maybe they'll win then if that's what they're trying to do in the route, but
I mean, still, okay. Let me ask you something, because me and a couple of my other wrestling buddies, we differ, we debate on this. How did you feel about Ronda Rousey in the WWE, like when she was in the division?
I think at first it was like a nice solid spark. Um, I liked her whole like rowdy Ronda
Yes,
Rousey thing.
yes,
It was kind of like a nice gimmick, but it kind of showed like she's more of a fighter. She's not necessarily like a wrestler.
I agree. However, I think that's what the women's division needed.
No, and I don't get me wrong. I mean, I think she brought something that was different.
Yes, and but my big thing is because like it got a lot of pushback, like from like the online, these wrestling fans who don't know Jack, but like they hated it because they were like Ronda's bad, she can't cut a promo, her wrestling's bad. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, but you know what she adds that no one else in the women's division can add? Legitimacy. Like some of the men don't want to mess with Ronda because they know she could like I probably can't say this, but she would probably end their careers and maybe more. Like she has that power. Like she could come in here and just wreck us both in like 5 seconds. Like she could snap my arm and like there's no one else on that women's division you're scared of. Maybe like Rhea, but I mean like once you find out like you talk to her for like a minute, no. So it's like she added something good. And Shayna Baszler, I will agree with them. I thought she was bad just because she had like a lot more training and a lot more time, and she just never developed for me. But it's like you're missing that oomph, and it's not here for me much. And I'm so sick of hearing about the four horsewomen, by the way. If I hear that one more time, I'm gonna jump out this window.
So looking past this weekend, then,
Okay.
I mean, I guess like the big thing was Solo and the new Bloodline
Ugh.
beating up Fatu, which
Ugh.
was my favorite one out of all of them. So like,
Ugh.
what's gonna go on with that?
Ugh.
Um, I mean, honestly, I hope like Fatu just like goes like now that Solo kicked him out, goes solo and can actually compete now for all the other belts.
Did you watch Money in the Bank?
Yeah,
Was Solo Sokoa not the best part about that whole thing?
like what happened to him?
No, just like like when I think of that match, he's the one I remember the most, even without the whole thing with Jacob. Just like
No,
he's the most entertaining thing they
that
got
was
going.
that was the reason why it was so entertaining was because the whole thing with Jake.
Really?
Yes,
No, the first half of the match was Solo was like everything he did was like gold. I think
I would have said the
he's
same thing with LA Knight.
I I think he's Solo, not LA Knight. He's the I mean nothing against Jacob. I love Jacob to death. He's obviously going to be a future world champion. But like they got to start building Solo up as like you said, Solo, a solo star. I'm so sick of I almost said it. I'm not going to say it. Let me figure out a way to reword what I'm trying to say here. I want no more members of the Anawahi bloodline in this company.
That's well, that's no. We need as many as we can get.
No.
As many people that can eat
No.
beers as possible.
No, dude, we have ones that are on the sideline. How's Tama Tonga gonna come back? The spot's already taken. There's already four people in this group. So what, is he just come back to
They're
help
gonna make a new
Jacob?
match.
And then Jimmy Uso is also helping
They're
Jacob.
gonna make a new match. It's gonna be 12v12, all in one ring, all at the same time.
Okay, you know what? I like it. Winners stay in the company.
That's actually what people said about like R-Truth should have just been like
He's
a
enough though.
contract
He
match.
came. I'm going off on a tangent here, but like he came back and he's like, "I'm not R-Truth. I'm Ron Killings," and I'm like, "I'm all for it." And now they're calling him Truth again.
Yeah, they're calling him Truth. He's just not even being the heel that I thought he would be.
Oh, this
He's
is a
just doing
dumb.
like random things and
Yes,
it's not
this is
making any sense.
exactly. If you were gonna bring, you had to bring him back. The backlash was crazy. You should have never let him go in the first place. Let's get that out of the way. We should have never let his contract run out. But if you didn't have a plan,
So are they just trying to like make him look bad so people just get sick of him and then they can finally let him go? Is that like their plan?
maybe I didn't even think about that, but
Just make
that
him
does
do the
make
most
sense.
random stupid things and people are like, okay, Truth, you need to forfeit your contract because it's just not worth it anymore.
That's the thing. It's like the truth. You're gonna cut your hair. You're not our truth anymore. You're Ron Killings, and our truth's like, or excuse me, Ron is like, oh great, and he's like, oh by the way, people are gonna call you Truth. I'm like, oh, and you're still gonna be cheered. Oh, and you're just obsessed with John Cena. I'm like, oh wow, what a deal this is. What a great time this is for me, Ron Killings. I'm just the truth again. Okay, so that's another fucking waste. This booking's terrible. I told people Triple H's booking is not that great, and people were against me. And now look at where we're at now. I don't even think we've had a new star in the past year because everyone they try to, they just they take like one step forward and then one and a half back.
And that's why I want Orton and I want like McIntyre to kind of like step aside and like let these new people like come in because it like even I remember like seeing like a promo back in the day. It was like Shawn Michaels and Triple H like they were gonna have to fight like five people and like
Oh,
McIntyre was like one of them, and it was like a young
oh,
Drew McIntyre.
yeah.
And they're like, "Who's that guy?" And they're like, "Oh, it's Drew McIntyre. He'll be like a champion
Oh,
one
I
day."
did see that clip.
And like at least like you're bringing in young people, you know, like. But like now it doesn't seem like they're just trying to rehash all the old stuff.
Yes,
And
especially, excuse me, especially with the women, and especially, shout out to Santi Zap. I don't know if you follow him. I don't know if you see him
oh
or
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's done an incredible job with the internet community. Big legend he is. But like he brought up something I didn't even think about. John Cena has not even worked with a young talent yet. It's like,
Logan Paul, right?
huh?
Logan Paul.
No, they team together though.
Yeah, I mean you work
Well,
with
I
him.
mean, he has star power that can be used to help push the younger guys, but he's not. I'm sure, I'm not saying he's politicking or whatever the hell. I'm sure that they're just giving him the stuff and he's like, okay, yes, sir. But like, they need to start using, like, CM Punk's not benefiting from any of this. Randy Orton didn't benefit from any of this. Cody Rhodes is already the biggest star in the company. It's like, what are we doing? Like, our truth, like, he got fired the next night. It's like, what are we, you could feed him Braun Breaker. You could feed him a Carmelo Hayes. You could feed him say what you will. Last time he fought Austin Theory, he lost at WrestleMania. So I think Austin Theory would qualify. So it's like you gotta start spreading the wealth that you have. You have the greatest of all time, and you're just having him. It's like bringing back Jordan, and then he's just gonna talk about the '90s. It's like I don't care. Talk about now. Like what Shaq always does, because he doesn't want to admit that the people now are more talented than the people he played with. But I digress. It's
I
like,
would say, I mean, we still have like 5 or 6 months
yeah,
left of the story,
yeah.
with John Cena. I mean, we can kind of do like a little look back, maybe like later, of like, you still have time, like October, November, you can bring in the
Well,
hand guy,
yes,
and
but before let me just ask you: do you think John Cena loses to Cody at SummerSlam?
I think it's a high possibility because I think it gives you another chance to even get Cena at like 18.
I don't think 18's a goal. Yeah,
Because I mean, I think he could lose at SummerSlam, and then he goes to the rack. And it's like, if you have my soul, I want another chance. He's like,
Rock's gonna be like, no, you're a
and
loser.
then The Rock could come out again for the first time in like 8 months.
Since he joined, that's another thing. Cena was supposed to be like the Rock's like right hand man or whatever. I haven't seen Dwayne since. This whole heel turn made no sense. I told you this last time. We sat right down on that couch down there, and I looked at you in the eyes. I was like, the reason for this heel turn is stupid. They should have they
Oh, soul.
to who?
But now
The guy that's been
Travis
there.
Scott can sell his soul next and get
See,
another chance.
this power group is the worst group ever. This isn't even a line. What even is this? I haven't seen either of them. I've seen them like together like once in the past like
Um,
4 months.
yeah, it was just the one. What was that?
Yeah,
Something.
Elimination Chamber.
No, the one where he beat R-Truth, right? Travis Scott came out, or was it?
No, Travis Scott helped John beat Cody at WrestleMania.
Oh, that's what it was.
But they all were together at Elimination Chamber. That's when John turned. And they haven't seen it. So like so now he just because he can't sell his soul because it's like who'd you sell your soul to? He's not here. So now he just has to go out and just be like, you fans are mean and I'm just gonna ruin wrestling.
I do believe it's going to be some kind of like face moment at the end
Yeah, of
where
course. It has to end that way.
I think it's going to be Cody Rhodes beating John Cena, Seth Rollins cashing in,
Yeah, that
and
I
then
saw that.
Cena doing something to Seth Rollins to get the thing back and get to 18
Ooh, or maybe John helps Cody beat Seth.
and becomes,
No,
or
no, no.
yeah, maybe, yeah, that could
Just
be.
like an act of like, no, I'll go out on the sword for you.
I'm gonna be the baby face that
I'll
I
be the
was
baby
before.
face. Or I think that would be good, but at the same time, it just make the whole heel run stupid. Like, and They should have done it a million different ways, and I can't stand how they did it. It sucks because like this was the last year of the best thing you ever had, and it's getting wasted for me. Just that's
That's
all I'm gonna say.
um. So that's basically what you think about the future. Then it's going to be Cody beating Cena, then Cena Cody beating the
I
whatever Seth Rollins group is. They have a name yet? No.
no no
The Wise Men and the Wise Man.
yeah, pretty much the wise man, Braun, and Braun's son. That's what you're getting. Also, this Raw tag team division's terrible. This is probably the worst tag division I've seen maybe ever. I mean,
Well, with the Judgment Day, a solid tag
they're
team
okay.
championships now,
They're okay.
in both men and women.
New Day have been terrible heels. They're boring.
Should they call themselves a Judgment Day now? Just call themselves like Tag Team Day.
I
That's the only championship they can win is the Tag Team
nope.
Championship
Except the Intercontinental.
for now.
Yeah.
He's about to lose it.
Well, the girls are probably gonna lose theirs. Um. The Vikings.
I
Whatever.
like Ivar, not a fan of Eric.
Um. I like them. They both like. I'm not. They're both kind of. I don't care about you. I don't even know who else is in. Oh, the Creed brothers, who they just completely ruined. Like they're no one thinks they're ever going to win a match ever again. They're fodder at this point.
They got used by the New Day. What? They fell for it.
I don't know who else is in this division. I guess Braun and Bronson, but again, they're
LA
not.
Knight and Joe Hendry.
That's SmackDown.
Yeah, but they're gonna have the championship, so
On
not
Raw.
they're gonna take it from Raw and they're gonna put it on
I
SmackDown.
don't think that's how that works. The SmackDown tag division's lit. You got like the
So
Street
then, how does it
Profits.
work if the SmackDown team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte win? Are they
Yeah,
on
the
Raw
belt. Well,
now?
the belts are just they're not brand specific.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they could win the tag team belt.
No, no, no. The men's tag belts are brand specific.
Oh,
Like they have Raw and SmackDown.
so they'll go to Raw then.
Why?
LA Knight won't be on SmackDown anymore. They'll go to Raw.
Joe Hendry's not even really with the company yet, so let's back
Yet,
that train.
keyword. Yet, very keyword.
I just want to get that out there. The Raw tag division is terrible, and it needs all the help it can get. So maybe LA Knight and Joe Hendry wouldn't be too bad.
LA Knight. Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking about their song mashup. It's gonna be terrible.
I believe in LA Knight.
Yeah, yeah.